How are you
Okay.
doing, Karan?
Awesome. 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 Awesome.
Fantastic. So I've already introduced who Karan is. So I'll just again set the context for this particular webinar. So I and Karan have same mission. We are working towards educating India, transforming lives of people into digital lives, making them awesome digital marketers. Karan runs one of the popular institutes in Mumbai called IIDE, and he's on a mission to provide undergraduation and post-graduation courses in the domain of digital, which is digital marketing, digital design, and digital coding. So welcome to my show, Karan. Very happy to see you.
Thank you so much, Sorav. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Uh,
much.
so the context of the this particular show is just digital talks. So there is no set agenda. We're gonna have questions for each other. And for audiences who wants to ask us question, I'm just sharing a link right there in the chat. You can check. You can click on the link and ask your questions, and we shall take up your questions by another 20 minutes of our conversations. So let's get started, Karan. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Come on. Let's get started.
Okay, so Karan, I have a question, and the question is, what do you see is the current learning trend of Indians? What do you think they want to learn in digital marketing? What's the hot segment on the mind?
I think first I want to talk about learning, and I want to just talk about coronavirus and learning, and then I'll talk about the topics. And I want you guys to know that IID, my training institute, we have been doing webinars, guys, since maybe 1 year, 1.5 year. And the average number of attendees on a webinar would be 40, 50, 60, 70, depending on a hot topic. Okay, so if I'm coming to teach because I'm the founder, I'll have 100 people. But it is shocking, Saurabh, and to everybody out here who's also attending, the market has moved towards online education because most people have realized in this lockdown that you can't do anything, and to keep yourself productive you have to do something. We are seeing a surge to move towards 400, 500, and now we're reaching 1,000 people studying online. So kudos to India, I think, for being able to think about learning, being productive during these 21 days. That's what we want. And in terms of hot topic, I think till date, social media is social media. So if you tell somebody Instagram is what you're teaching, there will be 2,000 people out there before anybody else. So Instagram always the hot topic, man.
Superb. So that's why I also have a webinar, Karan, which is on Instagram influencer. And you're
Yeah,
right.
Rockstar webinar. I've seen some content of your slides on your
Thank you. So
Insta. Sorry.
I usually have about 800 to 1,000 people every webinar, which is a very fascinating number. As you've said, that the trends have moved online.
Right.
So online education itself is one of the booming industry now. After this, in fact, if you see Times of India now, the paper is very light because nobody's advertising.
Yeah.
But it's the Byju's app, it's the online education platform. All of them are predominantly advertising because I think this is their period.
They're all acing the market now.
Okay, Karan, any question that you have for me now?
So I want to ask you is, what do you think is the digital marketing growth across, besides Mumbai? Because I understand Mumbai. But if you're talking from a country-wide view, from the four big cities point of view, what do you think is the digital marketing growth that's happening right now?
Very good question. So I think if we see where digital marketing trends are really high, is really high. One is Mumbai. Of course, that's the hottest segment because I think the mindset of Mumbaikars are that they constantly or instantly, they want to learn all the time. So I have seen just this with the age group up to 60 because we do conferences and we know that people above 45, 50, 60 also wants to come and join digital marketing courses. So that's the kind of trend that I see. So Mumbai is the first market where I see predominantly very hot segment. Second, affluent audiences are very high in Delhi. So they've got money and one, and second, they want to really adapt to new technologies very quickly. So Delhi and Bangalore will simultaneously be the hot segments, I would say. Pune is slowly catching up the trends at being a student city. That Pune will be where a lot of digital marketing innovation is more likely to take place in the future, considering that the talent of communication is very high because of symbiosis being there. So Pune, Bangalore, these are four hot markets. If I look at Hyderabad, Chennai is still to catch up trend. Like I'm in Chennai, so I really first have to educate people why should they invest in digital marketing, and then turn them to become a digital marketer. So it's like a challenge which I am going through. but I enjoy taking up this challenge. I'm able to convert some students there in this challenge. So that's the trend like. And the 2 tier, 3 tier cities want to learn, but they don't have much to invest. So they are more likely to move to online education platforms. So we are more likely to see Indore, Bhopal, Coimbatore. These are all the 2 tier cities which will have smaller institutes, and majority of chunk will move online for education. That's what my say is like.
And what are pay scales like for people? So the people listening to us, if they learn digital marketing, what are like our career options that we have?
So I think the starting point, I think on an average in this country is about 20,000 per month
Yeah,
for anyone who's entering the digital marketing industry. But I think Mumbai is 25. But otherwise,
absolutely.
other market is 20K. 18 to 20K is what we generally pay to an undergraduate. A postgraduate slightly gets a little higher, maybe 22 to 25K when they enter as a fresher in digital marketing. That's like an industry trend right now.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
So I have a question for you. What do you think would be an average screen time for an Indian internet user?
Dude, yesterday I was checking my own internet. I was checking my own screen time. Guys, I'm doing 9 hours a day. And it is embarrassing to say that, but I am doing 9 hours a day. And also, I'm working from home. So if I combine my laptop screen time and if I combine my phone screen time, I am personally doing 14, 15 hours a day right now. But before coronavirus, I was averaging 6 hours a day, to be honest.
Honestly,
Instagram,
hmm.
Instagram having 45 minutes of my share and 6 hours a day. What do you,
Instagram takes 45 minutes of your day.
Instagram takes 45. I think I relax. I think when I'm on the pot seat, I am kind of Instagramming, I think.
But that's less. I spend a lot of time on Instagram, almost 2, 3 hours on Instagram.
Oh, God. Saurav, you are so active. The minute I put up a story, I have a love from you or a heart from you. And I'm like, oh, Saurav Jain is there.
Yeah. So I think very few people I generally genuinely follow on Instagram is you and what you're up to. So obviously,
Thank you.
whenever you put something, the story, the link comes, I'm the first to click to.
17 hours a day.
Wow. 17 hours. That means he just wakes up, spends time on the internet, goes
Then
to
he
sleep.
goes to sleep.
20
17 hours.
hours.
20 hours.
This is not a bidding game, guys. Be very honest to yourself. Wow.
Oh, God.
So all of us are digital addicts, and I foresee with time, and I always say this, that one of the biggest industry with time, another 3 years, would be digital detox. In fact, there would be ashrams, there would be hotels which would do digital rehabilitation programs, and the majority of money is there, not in digital marketing, I would say. In fact, on my mind, I'm already thinking that I will soon, very soon, open one digital detox center in Chennai. How many of you think this is a great idea?
I will come. I swear myself, I will come. Dude, if I
Super.
could go a few days off, sort of, if I could go a few days off digital, I'll be very happy. And just like breathe natural air. That's
Yeah.
all I want to do. Be
It's not
greenery.
it's not possible for you, Karan. 30 days of your honeymoon, almost 28 days you were Instagramming. So obviously, I was saying, what are those 3 subjects in digital marketing that you recommend, Karan?
Okay, guys. To be very honest, SEO is what I would recommend first because I think that it's a very intent driven traffic. Like today, like personally, my discovery for Sorav Jain happened via SEO, because that time Instagram wasn't even big. So my personal discovery on what is digital marketing or how to learn digital marketing, and I found a Sorav Jain blog on what is digital marketing, and I went on his website and I encompassed email marketing because he said he's going to teach digital marketing for free. Now, I'm talking about your website maybe 5 6 years ago. I don't even know how much time back, right? But I became your fan and I got to know about you via SEO. So, and I know that today social media is up and running, but I'm just trying to tell you that intention, there's way more intention when someone is typing something on Google, which is why I think SEO is what I will tell people first to figure out. The second thing that I'll tell people to figure out is to figure out sponsored ads on Instagram. I think it's becoming a really big thing, and organic reach is reducing day by day. So if you have good campaigns, good content, I'd say target it and you will do very well. I'd say 4 things. Okay. So one more thing I would really concentrate on is remarketing. Okay. I personally think that if you don't understand remarketing, your digital marketing efforts are absolutely failure, because 97% of the people who come to your website do not buy in the first go. Which is why if you're not remarketing content to your website visitors continuously, you're absolutely losing out on converting them into a customer. So do SEO, do sponsored ads, do crazy remarketing, and do organic social media, which is great. Create engaging stories, engaging content, use WhatsApp, social media, all formats of organic social media is a must. It's like a hygiene. Just keep doing it every day.
Perfect. So I'll repeat what he just said. He said focus on SEO because the intent of the search behavior is to do transactions, because people go and search and then they discover you. When they discover you, they are in need. When they are in need, they're more likely to do genuine conversation because you're not pushing the content. They want the content. Second, he's saying Instagram sponsored ads. Also, because if you see, when you look at your screen time, all of you, if you go and check your screen time, you'll possibly see Instagram is taking a lot of your time. So they say be there where your customers are. Your customers are on Instagram. That's what Karan is also trying to say. The third thing, Karan, you actually said that we should be focusing on organic social media, which is creating a lot of content on social media, WhatsApping, and remarketing, which is a very important thing. So I'll give you an example. When we do digital scholar sales, a lot of remarketing is a sense of urgency for us. Like there's a video that we do and we market it, and there is my face on their face, which says that this is the time, just 10 seats left, don't miss it, and fast filling and all that. So immediately after we roll out that video is when we actually see majority of conversions happening.
Conversions coming in.
Yeah, because people in India are very last moment decision makers. So when the remarketing happens is when they start really recalling themselves for the course of or anything that you're trying to sell to them. So yeah, go ahead, Karan. Yes.
I'd like to give a tip to everybody. Please remember, when you do your remarketing campaigns, there are two emotions that you should be playing with. Emotion one is urgency, and emotion two is scarcity. So either you tell a person that the deadline for this is tomorrow and you create urgency, or you tell a person that I only have one piece in stock. Okay. Remember, guys, if you're doing a remarketing campaign, these should be two of the emotions you create from your customer. And I promise you, if you were getting 5% conversion rate, you will move to 7.5 or to 8% conversion rate only if you're able to imbibe these two emotions.
Okay, I'll add two more emotions to this.
Okay.
One is fear, and the second is greed. When you try to say, and you constantly try to say that time for you to make more money, don't miss this opportunity. So there is greed in the mind which constantly pulls them, okay, why am I missing? So there's a guilt factor that I don't want to make more money.
Correct.
And the last is fear saying that if you don't learn it, that you're gonna miss out the FOMO. So fear of missing out is the most important. So four emotions together now. Scarcity is what Karan said. Karan, also you had put, what was the other one?
Urgency. What you said,
urgency, and then I said greed and the fear. So these are four factors that actually helps you in pulling your audience to take decisions out there. Somebody just asked what's remarketing. Just a quick answer: when you go to Amazon and you look at a product and you don't buy that product, the product keeps haunting you. I also call it as a haunting advertisements because it haunts you for the next 3 days till you don't buy it. So that's what is remarketing.
And I say it in my language: either it makes you buy or die.
Superb. So what's the scope now? Because everybody keeps asking, since 10 years, last 12, since the time I've been teaching digital marketing, one common question that I get is, what's the future of digital marketing? 2007 is the first time somebody asked me this question. 2020 also, I get the same question. What do you think is the scope of digital marketing? I think this is one thing that people still don't have an answer to, or they don't have a clarity on, basically.
So I am not going to answer the question. I'm going to give the reasons. Okay.
Sure.
And I have three particular reasons that you will see me say in a lot of my videos. You will see me say in a lot of my places. But to all the audience listening to this webinar today, ask the first question. Okay. The first question to all of y'all is, guys, what was the price of internet data in 2016? If you can write in your chat box, what was the price of internet data before Geo came out for 1 GB of internet data? 249, correct? 199, 265, 300, right? I need you guys to understand that it used to cost you roughly 250 rupees. Okay, I'm taking an average. It would cost you 250 rupees in 2016 till 2017, okay, to buy 1 GB of internet data. We were so chindi Indians, we would use that 1 GB throughout an entire month. If anybody ever asked us for a hotspot, we'd say, Chal bhag nahi dene wala. Okay. But today, because of Mr. Ambani, in the same 250 rupees, we all are getting 1 GB of data per day, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is that we're getting 1 GB of data per day. So 250 rupees, 1 GB per month, and now 250 rupees, 1 GB per day, right? So effectively, Indians are paying 10 rupees a day and are getting access to 1 GB of internet a day, right? See, Kishore, you're using more than 1.5 GB per day. So yeah, all hail the great Ambani, right? What I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you guys is that now you need to understand that internet is no more going to be in the hand of only the affluent or the rich. Internet sabke haathon mein hone wala hai. It's going to be everywhere. The second point I have is price. So fun fact, guys. By the way, guys, all listeners, fun fact: we are the world's cheapest country when it comes to internet data. The world's cheapest country when it comes to internet data. Fun fact two: we're the world's cheapest, second cheapest country when it comes to price of smartphones. Okay, so when it comes to price of smartphones, we're the world's second cheapest country, guys. Okay, and the third point is our prime minister is always talking about digital India. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that these 3 points put together, okay, after these 3 points put together, I am estimating that सबके पास फोन आ जाएगा, EMI सिस्टम पे खरीदेंगे, सबके पास सबसे सस्ता इंटरनेट आ जाएगा और सब कुछ वैसे भी डिजिटल जा रहा है. With these three things put together, guys, today we're at 40 crore online Indians, and we're estimating that by 2021 will be 82 crore online Indians. Imagine 40 crore Indians online today. You know what is the population of USA? The entire population of USA is 37 crores. Our current online population is 40 crores. Okay, and we're moving to 80 crores. So Mark Zuckerberg needs to put up his own headquarters in Mumbai or in India. I mean, somewhere in India. That's the growth
Absolutely.
of digital.
Absolutely. And if we can not, let's not forget the fact that the only solution or the only time pass that we have right now in this lockdown
Digital.
period is digital.
Yeah,
And possibly the amount of time and the conversations that we are doing on digital and the rumors that people are spreading on digital is
exactly.
massive, right? So look at our parents, they're going crazy about every single Corona message which they are getting.
WhatsApp, oh God.
Yeah.
WhatsApp needs to start something to figure out what fake forwards are for sure.
I have written to Narendra Modi the first day. I tweeted to him saying that, dear Narendra Modi ji, the only request that I have for you is for next 21 days, block the WhatsApp forwards.
I
That's
swear.
that's the only thing that will bring the peace of mind to all
It
of us.
shouldn't be allowed. WhatsApp just you should see my so I want to tell you guys a story. So I had a little symptom of cough, okay? Very, very funny. So I was very scared. I went to Instagram and I typed, and I have nothing now, so guys chill. Uh, but I went to Instagram and I typed, and I went to hashtag, and under hashtag search, I wrote coronavirus patient. Okay. I found the hashtag, I clicked on it, and I found a video. I found a video of this lady who's self-blogging and telling her experience, and she's in the hospital. She's on a ventilator. She's on a very bad state, and she's talking about
And
corona.
she's coughing. I know the video. She's coughing. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Next day, my wife's grandfather sends me a broadcast. Canadian Prime Minister's wife, look at her video. And that's the same video. It's just so bad, right? It's a normal female on Instagram. You can see wo kaun hai. She's actually from, what do you call, uh, Italy. Okay.
Yeah.
And someone's talking about her as a Canadian Prime Minister's wife. So WhatsApp, guys, sucks.
Anyway, you have some questions for me, Karan. Do you have anything?
So a lot of people on my list have said that Karan is a very strong speaker for SEO, and Sorav Jain is a very strong speaker for social media. So they wanted to ask you, people who are following me wanted to ask you, okay, and I don't know if they are there on this today's chat, but they wanted to ask you that what kind of a metric or what kind of a result are we seeing on organic social media or on you as an influencer, as an individual? A lot of people have asked me, Saurabh Jain the influencer, Saurabh Jain the influencer, what are his results?
Okay, so the first of all, organic is a big challenge in the social media domain right now. It's about how smartly can you buy and optimize your reach. So it's not about too much of content. It's about crazy good content and how you buy the reach out there, especially with platforms like Facebook. There is no point you creating a page today and building your followers and dumping content there, because it makes no sense. So today, some of the important elements from the social media point of view itself has become hidden conversations, which is one-on-one conversations on Facebook Messenger. But that's where the dominance is. Like I have 30,000 odd subscribers on messengers, and they all the time when I send them a message, I see them responding very assertively to the messages that I send to them on Messenger. So instead of growing your Facebook page, grow your Facebook Messenger. With respect to Instagram, the challenge with Instagram is the more popular your profile gets, the lesser the reach becomes. The lesser the followers you have, the higher the reach is. Give you an example, I have 80,000 followers, and my organic reach now is about 20%. And earlier, my organic reach was about 45-50%. So when you try to get more followers, I don't know what's wrong with Facebook. It gets crankier. They just know that, okay, this guy has got followers, which means he possibly has money also to spend. So he'll now promote his post. So in this case, this is one of the challenges that I see with respect to the organic content, with respect to your Instagram or your Facebook. But platform like LinkedIn is booming for your personal branding. So Instagram and LinkedIn is where the organic reach is for an individual and not for companies. So as an individual, if you're more likely to constantly keep telling stories, because that's what people consume things by choice. So when they choose to check out your story, let's say if you have 80,000 people and about 10,000 people are checking out your story, which means they have spent 15 seconds of their time to look at what you are up to, which is a good time that you can give to them. And so your focus should be in instant, constant storytelling than focusing a lot on the aesthetics of your design. And if you could go live time and again on your Instagram or on your Facebook, invite people, they are the ones who will get overwhelmed and share the content with the world. So let's say you, instead of doing a session on Zoom, I was actually wanting to do a test session on Facebook, but there was some technical glitch and I couldn't make it through. Rather invite people there, and if they are overwhelmed, and in the session if I say them, hey guys, if you're loving this video, please share this video with your friends, you automatically see 200-300 people sharing the videos with their friends. So you have to really figure out innovative methods of making the organic reach possible. Otherwise it's going to be a challenge to actually achieve organic success on social media, especially for the beginners. Like
Okay.
people who matured in the industry, for them organic value is because they get their fan followings. For the beginner, it's about investing, growing their followers, and investing in the right kind of content, and then growing their followers basically.
So one very important question a lot of my followers, that is, how are you, specifically you? Because I have a lot of my students who follow you. In my class, I have seen so many students who follow you. Okay, and they are keep asking me, how does Sorav Jain create content so quick? And how do the aesthetic quality, because and I am a fan of yours for the same,
Thank you.
boss. Whenever there is something, Saurabh Jain has content out there, and it is not repetitive, it is not boring, it is not even bad looking, it is everything above average, it is everything that is making sense. So everybody, I think, would like to know, how do we create such quick content?
Good question. Karan, first of all, my focus always has been that even if the content doesn't have the viral ability, it has to be extremely unique and extremely valuable, and that's why my focus is. So I don't want to be everyone, rather want to be just me, and that's why the uniqueness is. The challenge with people is they try to just copy everyone. Let's say somebody will just copy Neil Patel or Gary Vee and exactly do the same thing that they're doing. So how does it even make a difference? So the focus, so I built a team, and as a team, we work together with respect
Okay.
to the content strategies. So I plan my content calendar with them. Let's say I've already planned my next 45 posts with them. And I give them the template. They start researching on the template. They start filling the template. Then I look at the template, and then I put my masala onto it. It goes on to design. So I now already have the next 7 content pieces ready that has to go on social media. So that's for sure.
How
So
big a team would this take? Sorry to
this would
cut you. Sorry to
this
cut
would
you.
this would be about, say, 3 people involved in the process.
Wow.
But yeah, but everybody comes and posts. So I have a team agent. See, the best thing is, since I'm running an agency, everybody is constantly innovating, and they're like, sort of, this is the new trend, you should go talk about. I'll give you an example. Like a colleague called Nikhil just messaged me, sort of, the entire digital, this is going, bingo is going viral now. So we have creating digital marketing bingo for you. Are you okay? I'm like, no problem. Please go ahead and get the bingo rolling for us. and I will make the bingo, make it go on Instagram, and everybody in the digital marketing fraternity will start using it, right? So I think it's the team effort that drives it. But constantly, the trends is something which I set. I say, okay, this is the YouTube. So search volumes on YouTube for this keyword is high. Let's start working on this. These are the blog search volume very high. So I start working on it. And then I start working with content writers. So the context is set by me, but it's a team activity that makes it possible, because as an individual, then I have to not sleep for 24 hours if I get
Impossible.
involved personally. But it is a goal. So if you want to be an influencer, then you need to have, so let's say 10 years down the line kind of picture. So if 10 years down the line, I'm looking at myself to be one of the most thought leader in the country, then I'm working towards that direction, and whatever it takes for me to achieve that goal, I'll try to achieve that step by step. And for that, content ladder is the most important ladder which I try to use basically.
Wow, nice.
So Karan, when are you starting your YouTube channel?
So honestly, sort of most of my concentration till date has been being in the classroom with my students and training them in the classroom, and that number has been growing nonstop for us. So till date, I finally have got a team who is now Instagramming for me, okay, and is updating content for me on Instagram.
I could see that, huh? Last 1 week is what I saw.
Yeah. So I finally have a team which is now doing some Instagram for me. But what I guarantee is that this year, I promise I will be on YouTube, I will be on TikTok, I will be on Instagram, I will be everywhere. I've started using WhatsApp stories, and I'm seeing some great response from WhatsApp stories. Very weirdly, I'm seeing an age group above 40 responding on WhatsApp stories. Like Instagram is dead. Like, as a WhatsApp is the best method. So
are you doing WhatsApp broadcasting to your students?
Yes. So I've sat during coronavirus, and I would like to share this to all the people who are viewing it. And this works excellently well, guys. So spend a day, and I would like to show you all this very simple trick. And like in my case, I don't know if you guys can read. Possible? Can you guys read?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have these different lists that I have created now. If you guys can see, they're called.
I'm very much interested in the current town boys.
So guys, there are lists like employees, HR man, because I have to deal a lot with HR managers for our corporate trainings, business owners, employees, right? Your WhatsApp group link, please, current town boys. Thanks, Chaitanya. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that after I created these lists, and I did lots of WhatsApp broadcasting. So we're doing this webinar series where every day we're doing one free webinar. And dude, I promoted this on WhatsApp broadcast, and we're getting numbers like 3,000, 2,000 numbers, and we're able to only allow like a 1,000 people. But first time we saw 60% of leads came in via WhatsApp marketing. So to everybody, please use your own contact base. People who have met you once in life are the first people who you can convince easily. So use WhatsApp as a very big base of marketing is what I'd say.
Super. So that's a very nice thought. In fact, I don't do a lot of WhatsApp statuses because I have a lot of my family and friends connected on that. So generally, if I post, then a lot of questions comes from my very own family. But I have my entire conversation happens from the company's WhatsApp. So that is where we do a lot of WhatsApp statuses, and it makes a lot of difference. Because personally, if I don't respond to them, they feel defeated. They feel that what's the purpose of asking you a question when
exactly.
You don't? So I don't do it personally. I rather do it from the company's account, so the team can manage all the answers. So, but that's a very good advice there. You can now shoot your questions on the chat, and we will take up your questions one after another. So go ahead. Somebody asked this question, and the question is for Karan Shah. Karan, would you like to know? Karan's Instagram handle is Karan Shah 0123. So you can go follow him, and 0123.
Yeah, 0123. Karan Shah is the most common name, guys.
Right. Luckily, Sorav Jain is not, because my spelling is wrong. So
yeah.
Okay. Somebody asked this question: what is the best way to get backlinks, Karan?
So I would say genuinely become a columnist writer. Okay. I achieved that over a year's time. So first of all, be patient. That's the first law of getting backlinks. Okay. You can get lots of faltu backlinks, okay, which you can do like 10, 100 a day. And there are websites like folkld.com. I don't want to talk about bad quality backlinks because that is very stupid and very easy. Just go to Google and type backlinks. But for quality backlinks, I have become a columnist writer. And do you want me to share a strategy? I can open up something on my screen for everybody, but you don't want to share a screen, right now? No.
Yeah, I think you can just give them 3 tips because there
Okay.
will be so many questions.
So guys, what I started doing, guys, is I created an entire database of names, numbers, and email IDs from newspapers. So if you read a newspaper, at the headline of every article, you will always see @timesofindia.com or @economic times, whoever's written the article. So I collected a huge chunk of database over a span of 1 or 2 months from different newspapers, put them all on Excel. Okay, so create a database, create a very similar database of online writers. So people who are writing on Forbes, on Entrepreneur, on You Think magazine, on lots of these different websites. Create a huge list of names, numbers, and you won't get numbers. You'll generally get email IDs. And then I created one standardized email, okay, which says hi XYZ, and you replace XYZ with Sorav Jain or with Deepak or with anybody names. And hi XYZ, I have been reading your article XYZ, which was so good, ABCDE, why it was so good. That's it. And then you write, my name is Karan. I am the founder of IIDE. I do this. I have 4 centers, these many students, these many online courses. And in my free time, I write articles for free. My topics of writing articles are blah, 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 blah. And then you say, if you'd like to connect with me and publish my articles on your website, I'll be more than happy to contribute to this cause. And please get back to me. Slowly over some time, guys, today I'm a columnist on Entrepreneur, on Forbes, on You Think magazine, on Franchise India's magazines, on I contribute once in every 2 months to Education Times. I am on Hindustan Times. So, and from there, even though some of them are no follow links and some of them are do follow links and shit like that, but it still contributes to your SEO. Okay. So please ensure it's a slow process. That's number one. Be patient, long process. Number two, collect a database of your domain writers from the newspaper and from online. Number three, write personalized things where A, you appreciate them, B, you tell them about your credibility, and C, you ask them what you want to ask them. Okay. Over time, you'll see some people responding, and then once you create relations, you'll be a regular writer over there.
Super. So I think somebody just asked very nice point. It's a relationship that is built. That's how Karan got a backlink from me too.
Right. Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So Niklesh, you said, how is it different for the enterprises company? The fact is, the process is same, just that you need to find relevant businesses where you can build relationship. Like how Karan has built a relationship with me to get a backlink for IID. Like that, you need to basically find out influencers in your industry, and then develop the same strategy that Karan has just suggested. If you don't see, Entrepreneur Inc. Forbes is one segment. The other segment is set of influencers. So I think that's the answer to the question. The next question is for both of you. Where do you see the future of an influencer on Insta? I'm right now settled well in my job and earning well too, but I want to start my entrepreneurial journey. I'm an avid traveler, have traveled 17 countries across the globe, and want to become a travel blogger and a freelancer travel consultant. Can I leave my job in the years to come and do travel blogging and travel consulting full time? And will that savings be enough to run the household expenses and savings also? Will that decision be good? I'm earning around 15 lakh per now. Can I take the risk in getting into this, leaving my job? What's your take, Karan? I'll address this after I hear from you.
Okay, so Apurva, I think that an income of 15 lakhs per annum is pretty high. If you were in your first or second year, I would say the risk is worth it. But 15 lakhs per annum is a really big income to be matched with Instagram earnings or blog earnings. I would recommend that you spend 1 year more in your job, and in this 1 year, you continue, you go all out. Okay, you maintain your Instagram, you hook up a website, learn SEO. I would say learn SEO, SEM, learn everything about digital marketing, and also very aggressively keep blogging, keep Instagramming, keep Facebooking, LinkedIn, everything. Okay. And once you build a small base, let's say you build a small base, then also I would say still evaluate, still evaluate, or at least find a job, a part-time job, which can not give you 15 lakhs, but can give you, let's say, 6 to 7 lakhs per annum. And the remaining half of the day you spend in doing your influencing online. And then the third year from now is when you actually switch out all online. So that would be my advice, because 15 lakhs is too much.
Okay, so what I'll suggest to him, Apurva is his name, I guess, right? So, Apurva, my suggestion to you would be, why do you want to quit? Is the question. You can still be a travel influencer. The problem with people is they all wait for the perfect moment to come. They want to quit, and then they want to do. You're traveling 17 countries. Why don't you just take your camera out and start recording and start uploading? You are just waiting for, you want to ensure that you want to quit this and then start this. No, I think it goes hand in hand. So once you start creating your content in the domain of travel, and start seeing that kind of an opportunity coming from brands to you, and if you think that is equivalent to the money that you're making, then it comes as an opportunity for you to quit. Otherwise, it's a challenge and a risk that you would take. And of course, for the first year you will not make money. So, and you then saying goodbye to 15 lakhs, and then not putting your effort to become a great travel blogger too, because you need to have money to travel as well. So in that case, now that you're traveling to different countries, of course, for next 3 months, you won't be traveling for all the Corona reasons. So post that, once you start traveling, I suggest you that start recording, start understanding how can you position yourself, and how can you take 1 hour of your time in just doing things that an influencer does as a traveler. I'll give you an example. I recently went to Singapore, and I love to do travel blogging, but that's not what I want to do full-time profession. So I went there, I covered everything from from a Singapore point of view. I have the videos, I'm getting them edited, and very soon I'll be uploading a travel log on what is Singapore from my point of view, right? So and I'm not looking for any opportunities from brand. I'm just living my passion. But if an opportunity comes to me and somebody says, I would like to give you a travel opportunity with us, you need to promote us, I would not say them no. So just give you an example, you can live your passion and profession simultaneously, so you don't have to quit the job. There's a next question from Raj. How to make Instagram profile verified like you? Please answer me, Sorav bhai. My Instagram ID is Digital Raj. Also, I would like to say digital marketing from Gujarat and having experience of around 3 years. So first of all, hi Raj. The answer to your question is that verification is it's a dynamic process of building relationship with the Facebook team. If you have cracked that, then it becomes easier. Second, you need a lot of newspaper coverages about you, especially online coverages, because they look for credibility. These are two important factors that matters. The first one is the most important factor. The second one is this, and third one is you need to have money in your pockets, because there are some people who will charge you for getting this sorted. So that's about it. There is a question on, due to Corona, what do you think will it TikTok because it's an app from China? What's your take, Karan?
Due to Corona, what is my take on China? I was just reading the same. What is the question? Can you repeat it? I was reading something else.
This is a question from Rahil Mullah, and the question is, due to Corona, what do you think what will happen to TikTok because of Corona? Because it's from China is the question.
So I don't think that people are looking at TikTok as Chinese. I don't think like that at all. In fact, I am seeing big. So my real sister owns one of India's largest marketing agencies. It's called Connect. And the amount of TikTok that they have been talking about these days is amazing. So what I'd like to tell you all is that it's like, Snapchat was there 2 years ago, and now TikTok is here today. It's like Facebook was there 2 years ago, and now Instagram is there today. So in digital, I have seen this trend that everyone and everybody lasts for a couple of years, and then there is something new which the same founder or somebody else comes and innovates. So TikTok is here to stay. It's here to stay for some more time. Enjoy it, use it, maximize it, capitalize it for a bit. So, but Chinese relation, no idea.
Till Instagram copies it.
Yeah, till Instagram copies it, correct.
I foresee very soon Instagram is going to copy TikTok left, right, left.
Yeah.
The way it kills Snapchat, the higher chances they'll kill TikTok too.
Kill TikTok, yeah. That's their goal. They will want to kill TikTok for sure.
They will kill TikTok. So let's wait for that moment to happen. And if you're on TikTok, then I think you should do a lot of desi stuff. than doing a lot of Videshi stuff, because that just works there. So if you can really do drama and dance, I think Karan, you're good at it. So maybe so
But TikTok has a lot of Hindi speaking audience, okay, guys? So remember that English would not be the primary language on TikTok. It should kind of be Hindi.
a lot of rural people.
Yeah, a lot of rural people. So enjoy TikTok in that manner.
Okay, there's a question from Anna. His name is Anand. I want to become digital marketer. Now I have passed class 12th. Would help me, and my Insta follower is nearly 2,000. He wants to be a digital marketer because he has 2,000 Instagram followers.
Okay, so you need to first, Baba, you just crossed 12th standard, you need to first start learning digital marketing. I recommend read all of Sorav Jain's emails, subscribe to them, go through all his webinars, come to an IIDE webinar, wherever you are for some time, gain free information, find out how much you're interested in it, then do some paid information, learn it properly. Then once you're good to go, you will start. And just keep sharing content of everything you learn as well, right? So influencer marketing is a process of whatever you see in the outside world, give it your own mirch masala and display it to your world. Okay, that is kind of something like influencer marketing. So first, I would say you're too young, which is great that you want to start. So which means you're ambitious, but it also means that you need to go learn first. So learn, attend all freebies, attend everything, then see if you want to learn more in detail, and then start.
Super. I think point noted. The next question is, I've started a new Shopify fashion store. Would be the best advice for me to do marketing? Shopify fashion store. What's the best advice for? The name of the person is Tamil, I guess. Tamil. Her name is Tamil. Yeah.
So I think that for a Shopify store, for a fashion store, first of all, for a fashion store, one of the biggest ways to sell the quickest is influencer marketing. So you need to find the right kind of category B, category C influencers, give them freebies, make them happy, get them to post your products in their clothes, get them to post themselves in your products, in your clothes, I mean. And that's one very quick way to gain traction. In the meanwhile, if you have any specific products, run Google shopping ads, okay? Because they work a lot. Run Google search ads for a bit. And I would say social media, do it as hygiene. But influencer marketing would be my preference. Google shopping ads would be my preference. And then would be social media hygiene. That's my take on it.
Fantastic. So there's next question from Priyam, which is, I want to be an influencer for product design. Can you suggest some tips? Very interesting question, Priyam. You're doing product designing, which means you need to find out where your audience is first. So I think you got to be on LinkedIn as a platform more than Instagram as a platform, and connect with people who are decision makers for product designing. So let's say if the marketing head is a decision maker for product designing, or a branding head, then that's the audience that you need to connect with. That's number one. So connecting with the right audience is very, very important as an influencer. Second, Priyam, I would suggest you is now that the audience is starting to connect with you, you don't have to really give them gyan on how to do product designing, because they are already experts and they are seniors and they are not looking at it. You should start sharing stories of the kind of products you've designed by far and what is the ideology you have used. And do interviews with people who have got product design from you. So social proofing is very important. When they see that you've been doing great job, they are more likely to talk to you. So influence them through storytelling on your day-to-day basis with respect to your lifestyle as a product designer. So that should be a focus right now if you want to grow your influence. And LinkedIn is the platform that I would recommend for you. Anything that you would like to add, Karan?
No, I think I would say the ditto same, in fact.
Thank you. Ditto is the right word. So you also, I like the way you said Bhagsala. That was very nice. The next thing is, I never did SEO. I found it boring and now it's tough for me to start. I'm in Google Ads and love working on social media. Is it necessary for me to focus on SEO now?
Buddy, if you want your website to rank, you have to focus on SEO. There is no way out. Social media is one thing and SEO is one thing. To be an all-round champion in digital marketing, you have to look at SEO. So if you find it boring, find somebody else who can do it. Outsource it, hire somebody else. But if you're trying to tell me you want to run a digital product without SEO, I'd say it's going to fail.
Okay, so I think it's also about his skill sets. See, if you don't want to learn SEO and you don't want to add that in your skill set, then it's your choice. Because if you think if you're more of a creative person and you want to be a social media person, then you can just be. But like how Karan has said, SEO is like a core element of your digital success. So that's something that you have to learn, because organic in the search world will never die. People will still search, and organic will still survive, because Google has to be responsible to give solutions to people when they're searching, and it cannot be paid solutions all the time. That's when they will jinx and they'll die. So hence the organic world will never die in the Google space. So I think that's the best answer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the next question is from Chaitanya. I got a family business, which is convention center. I want to promote it in DM platform. Do you recommend using it? If so, how? Convention center, which I believe is a meeting or the conference center.
If it's a convention center, I'd say SEO. To my understanding, if it's a co-working space or it's a meeting space or it's a business space, I mean, the Regus Business Center today works on SEO and Google Ads, which is why I would say SEO and Google Ads. That's my take.
Cool. Okay. Health, fashion, travel, food is already saturated. Any new areas that you could suggest to become an influencer?
I think you can answer this best, Sorav.
I think whatever your passion is. So there is never an area where you need to go and discover which is like, if I think yoga is the place where the money is, I can't go teach yoga and I can't become an influencer for that. So I believe you should first evaluate yourself. What are you aligned towards? And then give 2, 3 options for yourself and then move ahead. It can never be, it's not a, it's so I that's what I don't like about India, that we pick up subjects on the basis of what holds its future. When I went to UK, my perspectives changed because people pick subjects on the basis of what they are interested in, and they become so good at it that nobody can ever beat them in that particular industry. And from there I changed my perspective and I just kept focusing on what I wanted to become good at. So just be focused on one aspect and go ahead about with that. So I have a website where I share reviews of the places where I go to eat. And I'm in my last year waiting for my last semester. I want to pursue a career in digital marketing. What should my roadmap be, since I don't know much about digital? A lot of people want to know how to start in digital marketing. I think, Karan, you should address this first.
Aditya, if you're in Chennai, go to Digital Scholar. If you're in Mumbai, come to IIDE. But honestly, dude, what I recommend is first to start reading about digital marketing. Okay, start following Sorav. He has insane content. Start following Neil Patel. He has insane content. Start following Social Media Examiner, Deepak, Digital Deepak. Follow everybody for some time. Just start getting yourself acquainted to digital marketing information and see how much you're enjoying it. As Saurav said very likely in his last point, which I agree 10,000% to, is only if you are passionate about something, only if you like something, will you create a great career. So Aditya, if you're coming from a regular college system, you are not very well exposed to a lot of things, which is why I would say for some time, maybe 1-2 months, just follow all the influencers online for digital on websites as well as social media. See how much you enjoy it, and then we will take a call. So till your last sem ends, just follow people. That's all I would say right now.
Super. Very nice answer. I think I completely agree with him. Well, I'll go with his words, ditto. Aryan's question, as a beginner, what will be some tips for starting? I think Aryan, Karan has beautifully answered this question. There's a next question from Jay, which is how can we do TikTok marketing? I'll just address this. On TikTok, you can run advertisements. You just need to go and search for TikTok advertising platform. Second thing, you can work with a lot of influencers on TikTok and make them talk about your product. These are 2 important ways you can do marketing. The third thing is you have to position yourself as an influencer and promote yourself, promote your personal brand. So these are 3 ways you can do your TikTok marketing. The minimum that you got to spend on TikTok for advertising is 50,000 rupees. There is no 500 rupees, 50 rupees testing. You have to spend 50,000. And then you have to burn that much money in order to understand if this is the right platform for you or not the right platform for you. Okay, next question is from Shruti. I have recently done my digital marketing course, but after this COVID-19, there are going to be a big gap between getting a job and in course I have done. So what is your call on this? This is a fear of not getting a job for freshers. Can you clear this? Thank you.
So, Shruti, Chila, I think that in this process, there's still a lot of opportunities available. Okay, a lot of people are thinking about making their websites right now, doing content right now, because they all are sitting at home and they can concentrate on such jobs. So Shruti, do not worry because digital marketing doesn't need a job. Okay, you can really earn insane amount of money by being a pro self-influencer and being a freelancer. So I would in fact tell you this is opportunity. Look at upwork.com, freelance.com, elance.com, any freelancing website. Go to Google and type freelancing websites and Fiverr and start making some basic money for basic SEO, basic content, or whatever you're good at. I don't know what you're good at, email marketing or whatsoever. But Shruti, look at all freelancing websites, and the beauty is you earn in dollars and you'll spend in rupees. So if you make a name out there in 1 year, you probably might earn more than anybody else out there in a job capacity also after a year. So investment is there in terms of time, but results will be great.
Superb. Vinay Singh's question, Karan sir, what is the difference between blog post and a website page?
Okay, so your website is your main website, Baba, and a blog post is like IIDE will write IIDE.co is my website, and I will have an article which says
Okay,
digital.
Karan, one more thing. One more important line. He said, which one will rank faster? I think
Oh,
then
which one? Okay, okay. So I personally believe if your homepage is not ranking, nothing else can rank. Okay. So you always need to first get your main product to rank first, and then all the ancillary products, which are your blog pages. So first of all, my homepage is IIDE, and my blog page is Digital Marketing Scope in 2020. Okay, that's an IIDE does digital marketing courses, and my one of my blog pages Digital Marketing Scope in 2020. And you need to understand that in most cases, if your website is not strong, if the domain authority, page authority of your home page of your website is not strong, nothing will rank from there because your blog post is a part of your website. So first get your website to rank, make it very strong, get some backlinks on it, and then get blog post to rank.
This is amazing. All of you watching us right now, both of us are going to smile for a minute or 30 seconds. You guys are going to click a photograph. And if you guys are enjoying this, you will tag us on Instagram stories. Yes?
All right.
Karan, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
Okay, I hope you guys have captured our photographs. If not, please go ahead and capture us, tag us on Instagram stories of whatever you've learned today by far. So whatever you enjoy, just tag both of us and we will repost those stories. Whichever the best ones, we'll repost them. Okay, so next question is from, this is from Raj. Sorav, can you please let me know, this is at 11:57 a.m. Sorav, can you please let me know about Amazon SEO and Amazon ads? I'm aware about to learn that part too. Also further, please, some glimpse of your Become a Brand book in detail, please. Okay, I'm not a very big, I don't have a smart, like a lot of understanding of Amazon SEO and Amazon ads. That's not my core expertise. So I would like to skip this question. But with respect to Become a Brand book, it's a book on personal branding. Like I have given the exact template. It's like what you need to do to build your brand on social media. Like somebody who follows that book sincerely, I know for sure will build their brand. So I have put all the learnings of years of experience, some case studies and activities I have suggested so that you can just implement those activities and you actually start seeing massive difference about your online presence on the internet, Raj. So you can buy that book on Amazon. You can place the order now. And I think once the whole Corona thing goes away, it gets delivered to you. And I think it's pure value for rupees 599. And it's a very good quality book. So I put a lot of effort. Karan, I have sent him a copy of the book as well. So, and I had received a story from Karan on the book as well.
I absolutely recommended it. I found it damn nice.
Thank you so much.
I really liked it. So I recommend everybody to buy that book actually.
Thank you. Shivam, I'm a sales guy with 1,400 followers on Instagram. How do I engage with my audience? That's a question from Shivam. He's a sales guy. So what are you selling, Shivam? That's what matters to me. So to engage with your audience, we can do 1,000 things. Like, I've learned whenever I post my dancing videos on Instagram, that gets the maximum views. But that's not what I really want to position myself with. Because literally somebody DM me saying that what is wrong with you? You're becoming a corporate dancer or what? So I was like, for the first time, I've heard bar dancers, I've heard stage dancers, but for the first time, somebody titled me corporate dancer. So so I think engagement largely depends upon how you want to position yourself. If you want to position yourself as a sales guy, then start giving sales tips. That's the answer for the question. There's a question. Somebody's shy in front of a camera. What tips do you give to them, Karan?
Just don't be shy, man. It's a camera. Matlab, आपके room में Tamil A, there's only you and the camera. So why are you shy? Okay. Right. So okay. I want to tell you, when I was creating my first online video course, it took me 7 attempts to start talking properly. In my videos, I would be very weird. But over time, you become so natural. Okay. So basically, it's a process of just keep doing it, and you will be fully fine in some time. It will become a part of the process.
So true. So if you go and see my 3 years back YouTube videos, you'll laugh at me, because there would be a time when I would do one video in 3 days. Now I do 3 videos in 1 day. So that's the difference of the years of experience and the comfort with the camera. Then you start playing with camera. One of the most important thing is set a template. Like I always say to influencers, there's a template that I say them. So it's like, the template is very simple. Hi, my name is Sorav Jain. I'm a digital marketer. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 amazing tips on digital marketing. Tip number 1, tip number 2, tip number 3. And if you love my tips, please do follow me on Instagram right now. So it's a template. So if you memorize this template, then the videos becomes very, very easy. So what you should do is just memorize many templates possible and put content in between the templates. So you become you get very natural with the process there. There's a question from Ravi, which we'll address. It's at 11:56 a.m. Hey, Karan and Sorav, I'm 24 years, young entrepreneur, having small firm, which works in software development, computer hardware, traditional marketing, and video production, which means he's doing everything possible on earth. With my separate team, we are also working on new startup. Also, many business owners are ready to work with me and take my help in growing business. I'm still stuck in selecting niche, right? Please help me out so that I can become influencer. Okay.
Can I answer it?
Yeah, you please go ahead and answer it.
Ravi, everyone who's 24 years old or 25 suffers from this problem called I like everything and I can do everything. Okay. And there is money available everywhere. So Ravi, the first thing you do is you narrow down one thing out of all these things you're doing. Now, if you have a company, look, Sorav Jain runs his company and is an influencer, and he has put 10 years or 12 years in digital marketing. Okay. Tab jaake sub, and you see Digital Scholar, he opened now, right? So which means first was the agency, then came the influencer or whatever the process was, and then came the school. So Ravi, you're 24. You start with 1, you become rank 1 in 1. Slowly, with Insta profits you will get in terms of name and in terms of money. Both profits, name, that's credibility, and money. Then you take that and you build it into the second. So my first piece of advice, I'm not going to advise you on any of these things. I'm going to advise to you is you have to figure your niche. And to figure your niche out, write down all your points on a piece of paper and do the process of elimination. Okay, say, iske bina mujhe chalega meri life. Iske bina mujhe chalegi meri life. Iske bina mujhe chalegi meri life. Just keep striking it out and then you'll figure it out. But right now what you're doing is bad. Go on, Sorav.
No, perfect. I think you continue. You have anything else to add?
I just want to tell you that this will not last you, Ravi. Gaining 10% of 10 things is gaining 0. Gain 100% of one thing and you will ace it.
Right. So I would like to just tell you one thing, Ravi. You're doing a lot of things: software, computer hardware, traditional marketing, video production. Just see where is your heart amidst all of these 4 segments. 1, what has given you more money because you've already been practicing. Number 3, where can you bring more client satisfaction? If you think you can answer these 3, then just focus on that one core. Instead of doing everything and becoming jack of all trades and master of none, rather become master of one and just focus on that. I think 24 is always that age, 24, 25, where the question is, who am I? And who am I is a discovery with years of experience. People who start up in this early age will be confused because they are trying to run around everything that can help them make money. So the best process is surrendering to someone, if you can, for a year or 2 or for some more years to get more clarity with your life. And once you get the clarity in your life, then I think nobody can beat you. Clarity is the first thing that matters a lot in lives of an influencer or an entrepreneur, because once you are clear, you can make your audience absolutely clear with who you are and why should they follow you. Okay, sort of LinkedIn as a formal social platform, how do you think there's a scope in it near years? Also, how and what content should I start posting on LinkedIn in order to start with all the knowledge I have or collect? Any quick tip or trick for LinkedIn? That's a question from Ayush Gupta. Ayush, LinkedIn is where the organic success is right now. What I would suggest you is uh, there is no hard fast rule on what should go on LinkedIn, what should not. Just that your birthday photos, shadi ka photos, selfies should not go on LinkedIn, which I see now many people are doing. Or bachcho ka photos, videos, please don't do that. WhatsApp forwards, don't post on LinkedIn. Otherwise, LinkedIn will lose its sanity. In fact, I've stopped going to LinkedIn only because I started seeing all of these coming on the LinkedIn timeline. So your focus on LinkedIn should be about sharing tips, sharing stories of how have you helped your clients solve certain problems. These are two important things. Just focus on these two important things, and you'll actually see a massive difference with the way people have been seeing you by far, and the positioning that you'll start. So don't do a lot of things. Just these two small things can actually make a lot of difference. Let's give an example. If Karan just says that I went live with Sorav and these were my learnings, or I say I went live with Karan and these are 10 things I learned, or you can just say you learned live with us and these are 10 things you learn. You actually add values in your audience's life by sharing what you learned. So just keep LinkedIn as a professional dynamic. What you would go and discuss in your office space, what achievements will you be sharing in your office space with your colleagues, is what you will be sharing on LinkedIn as a platform. Okay, we'll move on to the next question.
I have an interesting question out here.
Yeah, please
If
go
you
ahead.
want to make a recipe curator, if you want to be a recipe curator in the future and want to start posting your current recipes just as a passion for now, just to get it kickstarted, what would be the possible way and platforms? Do you want to answer it?
Sorry, what's the question? Can you repeat,
That
Karan?
this girl called Tanvi is a recipe curator,
Hmm.
and right now she just wants to post recipes on some platform. She's asking you which platform first.
Okay,
She's asking you what's the best way to grow it.
so first of all, you should understand that recipes are fairly not a new segment to be in. It's a highly competitive segment. So it's okay to share recipes, but what is the way you want to share the recipes that matters a lot. The right, and to who are you catering it? There are two kind of recipes. One, you're talking about everything. Like I'll give you an example. There is Sas and Bahu in my home. My mother likes to watch a person on YouTube. She wears ghungat and she makes video for 30 minutes. My mom sit down and watch her for the entire 30 minutes and learn from her. And she fights with the Bahu saying that she's the best. But the Bahus wants to look at the recipe where the person is not even talking. It's a 2 minutes recipe, and they just try to showcase the process. Number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, number six, step by step process on how they made a certain kind of a laddu or a certain kind of a dish out there. So what happens in that case? People in different age groups likes to consume recipes in different styles. So first figure out who's your audience and what are you catering to. Let's say you're just doing vegan recipe. In recipes, to figure out your micro niche, which is vegan recipe, vegetarian recipe, just desserts recipe or cake recipes, just one style that people can recognize you with, so that tomorrow people can invite you for sharing a vegan recipe. So just don't be everyone. Now coming to the platform, I think you should use Instagram and YouTube simultaneously for sharing your recipes there. But please be aware that people will steal your recipes and they will try to claim it theirs. So that's for sure. And if you're very sensitive about that, then don't share your recipes. So if you're not, if you think you're just doing this for passion, then go ahead and share your recipes right there.
Okay, so there's a
Okay.
question. I am a doctor fertility specialist. How and what platform should I market? I
Okay,
think
is this doctor from Pune? What's his name? Can you read his name?
Sunil Jindal.
Okay, Sunil Jindal is also my student on the influencer course.
Okay.
So, Dr. Sunil, we had a very lovely conversation on this yesterday too. So, Karan, I would like you to address this question because I've
So,
already addressed this question of his.
Dr.
So,
Sunil, you need to think about it, right? Male
okay, one
infertility.
one minute, Karan. He is into IVF,
Okay.
and one of the stats and facts which I heard from him yesterday was very inspiring. He has brought in 5,000 kids in this world by far.
Whoa!
Wow.
Wow, Dr. Sunil, that's very 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 nice. It's a great job to planet Earth. But
Yeah. So go
uh,
ahead.
in terms of marketing, I want you to understand that the first thing that someone's looking at is again an SEO search. Okay, no one is searching for improving fertility rate on social media. That's what I believe, at least. Most people are looking at improving fertility via Google search. So most people are asking questions like, why am I not able to produce a baby? I've been trying to do it since so many days and I'm not being able to still produce a baby. So you need to start answering questions on a lot of blogs, on a lot of Reddit forums, Quora forums. So Quora could be a very big place where you can be answering questions. So there could be questions who are saying that I've been having intercourse in so many days, not being able to, whatsoever. I don't know what are the right questions in your industry, but you could be answering questions on Quora, on Reddit. You need to have your own website, which is definitely SEO ranking countrywide for yourself. So Dr. Sunil, pay attention to SEO. And when somebody comes to your website, the first thing they want is trust. So give customer testimonials continuously on your website. Credibility and trust are the two things people will seek before they actually come offline to your store. So a lot of online research will happen about you before somebody comes to you. So I highly recommend answer questions on Quora, blogs, have a great SEO on your website, and have lots of testimonials. This is a good starter kit for you to begin.
I think that's a very good advice. Also, uh, if he can do videos with his
Yeah.
patients, where the patient's emotional stories are brought to the world out there, I think that will inspire a lot of women to connect with him, or a lot of families to connect with him right there. What's the next question that you would like to pick, Karan?
I am from a small town. I am a social media marketer. I have visited more than 10 to 15 brands out there, and I've got one client. How do I convince more? Yeah, Kushal Patel is the name of the boy. Kushal, if you're getting
What's the time? What's the time? Where exactly are you?
12, 10, but I'm getting sort of you were looking at chat and I am looking at Q&A. There's another
अच्छा,
option called, there's
अच्छा, you're
another,
looking at, yeah, you're
उसमें
looking
भी
at,
questions है, उसमें भी अलग questions है.
अच्छा,
So
जगह जगह पे questions है, ठीक है.
हाँ, so I am looking at Q&A because you were looking at chat. So
Okay.
he's asking, so
And there
Kushal,
are questions on YouTube too. So there are
oh
people
God,
asking. Yeah.
oh God, so this is a lot for us to manage. So
Okay.
Kushal, first thing is, Baba, if you're scoring 1 out of 10 clients, it's good. You already have a ratio of 10%. Okay, conversion rate online is 1%, 2%, 3%. So Kushal, slowly, when you keep doing this, you'll start converting 2 out of 10, then 3 out of 10, then 4 out of 10, then 5 out of 10. So give it some time. Just keep trying every day. That's it. Next question.
Okay. Next question is Tamil. We'll skip your question because you've answered a lot of your questions now. We'll go to Romesh Khatri. How will this economic slowdown and COVID-19 situation affect digital marketing job market?
यार किसी ने कल देखा नहीं है रमेश.
Absolutely. So we never know. Actually, one of the most important things, I'll tell you one thing, Ramesh. When the cost cutting will happen, people will heavily cut down on traditional advertising because that's expensive. And they cannot stop marketing because a business cannot survive without marketing. So other inexpensive option for them in comparison would be digital. In that case, people will not want to outsource it to agency because it will become an expensive affair. They will want to appoint a resource internally. And in that case, Romesh, I think that this is the era for digital marketing. This is the time when everybody who was sitting down at home and spending so much time on the internet, when you go and tell them this one single pain point, last 21 दिन आपने क्या किया? मोबाइल में टाइम स्पेंड किया, which means that's the future. They are more likely to be now hiring digital marketers. I foresee 10 years down the line, agencies will die and everybody will be surviving with internal agencies or small companies. Yes, Karan, please address.
So, my sister, as I said, runs one of India's biggest digital marketing setups. And she was talking to me just yesterday. This conversation happened, and they were pitching for TVS Motors, the bike company. Okay, and they were going to bag a digital marketing contract for them. I think it's a good over the year with their traditional and everything. I think they spend over some 60, 70 crores just in advertising. And the brand manager from TVS came to the table and said, no more traditional marketing. Khatam. Finished. Okay. And we're going to allocate only 10% of our this year's budget in traditional marketing and everything else in digital. So you need to understand what Sorav said is that everything will move towards digital because the consumption has increased to an exponential level. Okay, so we all who are attending this, we're on a good space because we're all digital marketing enthusiasts. So don't worry for us.
Super. Okay, next
Okay.
question. Next
I
question.
have an interesting question. For a new cafe from Jain, this question is for a new cafe, which would be the best platform to promote the cafe brand? either to advertise on food delivery apps or social media channels? And if it's a franchisee based to how to promote each and every franchise?
Okay, good question. So the answer to this question is, first of all, promote the parent brand so that the franchisee is a secondary thing in this moment. In the parent brand, what is so unique in your cafe? That's what defines your social media marketing. I'll give you an example. Today, people create products so that it can go viral on social media. They'll create a jumbo burger. They will create a chocolate pani puri. They will try to create cheese pani puri. They'll try to create the largest Long Island iced tea in the world. They'll try to create one product that people can take a selfie with, post it on social media, and let their friends say that, look, I am flaunting this. So in your cafe, what is that one product that you have created which is social media friendly? Number one. Second, what have you done in your cafe that makes people talk about your cafe on social media? Have you created a placard which says, can you please share a photo of you being inside the store on Instagram and we will give you 2% off, or we will give you a free dessert? Because a cafeteria, even if it's in the Khopcha, but it has really good food, we will still go there and eat because we know the food is great. So it's never about the ambience, it's about the food at the end of the day. Like, however beautiful your cafe is, if food is bad, people won't come. So you have to, one, focus on ensuring that people promote the taste of the food on social media, which is you incentivize the process. And second is create one product which is social media friendly. In fact, when I work with cafeterias, I push them to create, like one of the cafeterias I work with, they have a tender coconut mousse. So either I discover from the menu card what is that I should be taking and making it a huge noise on social media, or I go and recommend them, can you please create something like that? So they created a big burger challenge. The challenge is that, can you finish this burger in 10 minutes? And we saw many students starting to come because they wanted to take this challenge up. So it was fun for them. So you have to really discover or create a product that is going to be going viral through people. And especially food can go viral when it is something very unique. It can be as exotic as something, where you use the ice, what do you call it? The dry ice.
Dry ice.
Dry ice. And if it's smoky and if it's dry ice and the food is, this dessert is lying in center, telling you so many people are going to make Instagram stories, and everybody is like, तूने इसका dry, कुछ भी बहुत गंदा होगा वो, खाने को भी लायक नहीं होगा. But because it's so fancy, that people are more likely to make story about that. So that's what you got to do
Also,
there.
Aryan, I would recommend really concentrate on food apps. A lot of people read reviews before they buy. At least from Zomato, I personally read reviews before I go to any restaurant or even I'm doing home delivery. So do online reputation management. Really get people to write reviews on your Zomato, Scoopsy, Swiggy, whatsoever. I would concentrate there for sure. Anyway, next question.
Okay.
Uh,
Next is from Priya Kalantri. She is saying, hi, Sorav and Karan. I'm an artist. I own a brand, Chitrakari. I have my own art studio here. I'm located in Malegaon, have a very good reputation here. People name it and I customize for them. But now I want to go global because I feel I have covered the market here already, have started making organic skincare products. I'm working more on it now. Plus, I make decisions on lot of items, decors on lot of items. How can I grow my market?
yeah, I think lots of things you're doing. Yeah, Priya. Again, as I said, stuck down to one thing. Uh, yeah, sort of go for it.
I'm confused myself because
Yeah, Priya, you've asked a lot of things to us. My first focus to all listeners out here: if you're running a business, buddy, you got to do one thing. If you're gonna do two or three things, you are not running a successful business.
okay, I understand one thing. She's doing Chitrakari and she has a brand, and I think everything revolved around that. So eventually she wants to see how she can promote Chitrakari. The focus is very simple. Chitrakari is all about beautiful art pieces, I assume so, and there's a lot of decors that you do. So why don't you start talking about why did you pick up this decor and what is the ideology behind it? Not posting photos because everybody is doing that. Rather, make small videos about the products, upload it on Instagram, promote it, and target those people especially interested in arts, painting, etc., etc. They're more likely to take your videos seriously and ask you questions with respect to that. So that's a quick, simple tip for you. Otherwise, it needs a lot of digging. So we will skip on and move on to the next question.
Are
The
the classroom programs from Nishchit? Are the classroom programs a must to be really good at digital marketing, or the courses available, paid, unpaid, suffice for the same? Whatever you think. Sort of questions to you.
The question is that classroom program is better or online is that the question?
The question is, are the classroom programs a must to be really good at digital marketing? Or can I just take up some online paid or unpaid courses?
Super, very interesting question. It all depends upon who you are, okay, and how true are you to yourself. I have learned one important thing. I purchase a lot of online programs too, but do I put my time to watch them? Is the question. So, in that sense of urgency, we go buy online programs, but we don't watch them because I'm not being honest to myself. But I do see there are people who complete the entire program because they're being honest to themselves and they are watching it and they are having the guilt that they have paid money and they're watching it. Now you decide where do you categorize yourself in. That's number one. Second, I think there's something called learning environment. At Digital Scholar, at IIDE, both of us have cultivated a fun learning environment that people crave for. I know if digital scholars are here online or IIDians are online, they will proud to be, they will be, chati tokofai and say that, we are proud to be a digital scholar or IIDians because we have built a culture like that. If you like to learn to live that culture and learn in a group environment and grow along with people and actually grow your contacts too, then I think offline is the best because you're extremely serious about your growth, while you also take some online courses so you can upgrade a lot of things that is not covered in the offline. You can always take advance from some expert and learn a lot of other attributes to it. But if you want to get your basics sorted and you want to learn it in a group environment, then is nothing better than offline. I am saying this to you because I myself every year spend 10 to 15 lakhs on my training programs and none of these are online. I go for offline programs across the world and just surrender myself to the process and learn so much that I come out as an evolved person or I come out as a newly learned person in that system. So that's the way that you should. I think that's the answer for my question. Karan, what do you say?
I agree with every word you said. I think sort of today now, all the answers you have given, I feel like boom, this is exactly what I would say. So with you.
I think it's the great minds think alike. Number one,
Yes, yes.
there's a sync. We should definitely do a program together sometime for the internet.
Game, game. Sorav, I want to tell you a quick one. We're going to do a webinar on how to be an influencer. Would you like to take it?
I would be happy. Tell me when it is.
I will tell you today after this call. I will tell you when it's happening. It's an online session. We're doing a webinar series. I would be very happy if you could take it.
Super. So let me know. I'll be happy to do that session. I have the content already in place.
Done deal.
So let's do that. Thank you.
Okay, we have two questions, which are one is to you, Sorav. Is it best to work with a single brand or an agency? It's actually addressed to me, but I think you'll be able to answer it better.
Okay. So what happens when an agency, let's say—
This question is for Ayushi Shah.
Hi, Ayushi. First of all, I would just like to say you that when you work with one client, you get narrow-minded with respect to whatever is happening in that one particular client scenario. And your job is to always convince your boss, keep thoda sa budgets de do, please, and you get stuck in that process. So, agar boss budget nahi dega, you cannot achieve anything in your life. You need to learn to invest and burn money to grow in digital marketing or use money to grow in digital marketing. When you go in agency, you will be under pressure till you work in the agency or when you enjoy the pressure, then there's nothing like pressure. It's not pressure. Pressure is not the right word. If you love to learn new things every single day and you like to run every single day because that's what you are, then agency life is the best life to live because agency gives you challenges every single minute. And a client might give you a call at one, like for example, we did a bingo for a client without informing him on Instagram. The client called and said, who the fuck asked you to put this bingo? Did you even check with us? I'm like, that's the trend, darling. We should make it go. But the guy's like, who are you to decide trend for us? So then we're like, karo bhi or maro bhi. That was the whole fact. So I'm just saying you, the agency life is a very dynamic life, which actually makes you a better person. And second, which will actually give you all the perspectives of digital, which is very important for you to grow in your life. So I believe agency should be your first, and I would think all the time choice, because when you go to a client, I have seen people moving from agency to client. They're happy, satisfied, but they come back to me saying that we don't have learnings, we are not growing, and their learnings get stuck after 2 to 3 years. They just keep doing the same process again and again and again, and there is no new things in digital. My favorite word is called new things in digital, which I post every Monday.
It's his email marketing also.
it's on the email also. But if there's no new things in digital, then you're not evolving and you're just stuck right there. So that's where the challenge is.
So there's one question addressed to me, which is post graduation in digital marketing will be equivalent to an MBA. Rahil Mullah, especially the IIDE course will be equivalent to an MBA, not by in terms of credits or something, but MBA is a lot about soft skills, is a lot of our managerial skills, and at least in our IID's new postgraduate program, we will ensure everything is covered. So don't worry, we've taken a year to plan it, so we will give it that quality.
Right, very nice. There's a question from Rakesh. How to earn 5 to 6 figure income like you, and how to be self-dependent at young age by doing digital marketing, and what is the future of digital marketing and will die in the future. So the future will not talk because you have discussed that. But the question is how to make 5 to 6 figure income in this young age.
So can I say one line, Sorav?
Yeah,
one line, just one line. Then you continue. Rakesh, पैसे के पीछे भागोगे, पैसे आपसे दूर भागेंगे.
सही है.
बस उतना मेरे से लो. If you run behind that, I want to make a 5-6 lakh income. 5-6 lakh income will run away from you. That's my first law of making money. Okay. So Sorav, you can continue.
I think I'll Karan. I think we should catch up over coffee or whatever you like to try. I'm okay with that too.
Okay.
So we should catch up over coffee when I come to Mumbai, because I pretty much think like you. I always believe that when you focus on great work and adding value in lives of people and adding values in your own life, and you are learning all the time, then I think there would be, and there is a time, and there money will chase you. And you will be like, abhi nahi, mere paas time nahi hai, I can't take this up. I can't take this up. Today, I have the liberty of saying no to clients. I sometimes go and say, I'm sorry, but I can't take you because I don't think I would be interested in working with you. So there was a time when I was chasing them, and eventually only thing that you need is perseverance. So 5 to 6 figure income first, initially in the young age, is never possible. It takes time. It takes time, and only word is perseverance, which is stick on to one thing and put so much of effort with dedication. Like I have some people in my teams, they work really, really hard, and I see them growing big time because they have surrendered to the process, and they know that by consistently performing and growing, eventually even the company would want to make them grow. So if you are there for the company and treat the company as your company and take the ownership, eventually it's the ownership that defines ownership of your life, ownership of someone else's life, the company that you're working for. I know of people who are working for Karan. I'm friends with them too. So I know the kind of ownership. When people take ownership, I really love them, and the company loves them, and they do everything for them to make them grow. So universe conspires to make things happen. If you don't chase money, don't chase. It will eventually come. Just chase skill sets, just chase talent and grow yourself, and eventually everything will start coming your way.
Simple. The next question is, how is Facebook ads different from Google ads? Very simple, yaar baba. Facebook ads pe, Google ads mein you write on search and then you'll see the ad. So Google ads mein there's way more intent. If the customer goes to Google and types digital marketing course, he is looking for a digital marketing course. So an ad out there makes sense. Facebook ads pe you're watching a meme, watching an inspirational video, and suddenly you'll see a digital marketing course ad, which you don't want. So Google ads is, I would say, a more intent driven strategy, and Facebook ads is a more spam. I don't want to use the word spam, but it's like push driven strategy. So that's the difference, basic.
Perfect. Google ads is more of people searching, like somebody's coming to your store. Facebook ads is you going in the market and giving pamphlets. Just the difference, basically. Right? So that's the difference out there. Next question, Karan, that you would like to pick.
Which I think you can answer, Sorav. The question is, hey, Karan, but I think you're a good one to answer this. I'm a freelancer planning to set up a small agency. I am really confused about what should be the commercial structure of my services. Should it be fixed fees? Should it be a percentage of client budget? Or should it be a mix of both? I think, Sorav, you would be a better person to answer.
That's a good question. Today, everybody is wanting to start an agency. This is like how everybody now, how Xerox shops are, like that digital agencies are going to be. So depends upon which market you are. So if you are in Mumbai, then there's a pricing which is different. If you're in Coimbatore, the pricing is going to be different. But I'll give you a very simple template here. The template is on the basis of your deliverables. Let's say you're making 20 posts for them. You're managing their SEO. You're managing their advertisements. Then you're giving a retainer to them from anywhere between 25,000 to 1.5 lakhs. And then you will charge about 5 to 10% on the advertising budgets. The retainers can increase on the basis of the businesses that you're working for. So you have to understand the client's mindset and how much budgets they have allocated in conversations. Once you understand that they have got huge budgets for digital, then you can park money accordingly. So your retainer fee for deliverables, for creatives, managing the social media channel, maintaining their website and SEO would be one aspect. And 5 to 15%. I think 10% is the Indian standard. They don't go beyond it. So 10% of the ad budgets is what you can charge to them for the money that they spend, where you can define the limitation saying that minimum that you will have to spend with us is 2 lakhs, because without money, you cannot make the client survive on digital. So don't take the client who don't have budgets. We say no to them because I'm wasting their time. They are wasting my time. There's no point working with such clients. I have certain clients who I signed up 8 years back, 9 years back. They're paying me the same retainers that they had paid me years back. So I am not letting them, one of those, two of those clients, I'm not letting them go because they came to me. It's like emotional connection, but you trust me, they're still paying me the same fee without having with zero ad budgets till now. And I don't complain either because I have an emotional connection because they were my first clients. But when they come to me and they put the foot down saying that ye acha nahi hai, wo acha nahi hai, so I just say them, you have a choice to leave, because I am doing a favor to you. You are not doing a favor to me right now. So the factor here is the template which I just gave you, retainer for deliverables and percentage on the ad budgets. So that's how you will be doing, and chase big clients than chasing small ones, because small ones will suck your energy out there and demand the same and demand the same attention that a big one will do it. So do everything that you can do to achieve a big brand. It's okay to put 1 month's effort to earn one client than earning 10 clients, because with 10 clients, you will lose your peace and you will not even get that kind of money. So that's how
So,
you.
so just to end what Sorav is saying, and to everybody listening to us out here, I personally believe there are three formats of business available. Okay, and you should choose your format basis who you are. I think the first format is you can have 100 customers paying you 1 rupee. That makes 100 rupees of revenue. Second format is you can have 10 customers paying you 10 rupees, still makes you 100 rupees. And the third format is have one customer paying you 100 rupees. Okay. So that's what Saurav said. And so I would like to tell you that if you're very good with your social skills, with your conversational skills, try finding one customer who can pay you 100 rupees. It will take some time to convince, but that's the league you should work in. So please remember these three different formats whenever you start your own business in the future.
Superb. Karan, there's a question from Sapna Handa. Her question is, Karan, this is a question to you. I'm an author, I'm a life coach, I'm a corporate facilitator, and a styling mentor, doing very well professionally. If you have to give 3 marketing tips to get more followers and visibility on Instagram, what would they be? Disclaimer is, I only do organic post, no paid.
So, Sapna, since you're a life coach, author, corporate facilitator, styling mentor, I would say figure out your entire schedule for the upcoming month, put it on the calendar. Okay. So, have a full go to calendar for your, and I'm sure you're getting booked for all these different events that you're doing. Put that on calendar. Okay. Now, once you know that, do pre activities of any event, during activities of any event, and post activities of any event. Okay, basically make your life social. So block your calendar, do pre, during, post of anything, and then third, keep analyzing the results that you get from different types of content you post, so you know which content works for you. This is my basic simple answer for you. Like, you know how Saurabh and me did pre-event, we put up a story saying, hey, we both are going to have a chat, what do you think are suggestions? Next day we put up a story going live. Right now I have a story went live. Next, after this, I'll have a story, hey, we had so much fun. Pre, during, post. So keep having quality content basis real life events that you're having. That's as simple as I can keep it.
Super. And don't forget hashtags. You can use up till 30 hashtags, but I would suggest you minimum of 15 relevant hashtags. If your content is good and using the right hashtags, you can at least see 1,000 to 2,000 people looking at your content for free, which is not of a great, it's a great thing actually. So use the right hashtags right there, Sapna.
So we have a complex question called from Ruben Nair, and he's used some very high-end jargons. Can you possibly throw some light on DCO? I believe this is an IIDE student. Dynamic Creative Optimization. Ruben, यार तो webinar पे इतना complicated language मत लिख. But anyway, dynamic creative optimization. I can answer it. It's basically, guys, display advertising in contextual manner. So you can use Google Ads, okay? And let's say you're a dietitian. You can make a Google ad, and you can tell Google to advertise your ad, your display ad, your banner ad on a blog which is talking about weight loss. Okay, so it's basically contextual advertising which Google can do automatically for you. It's a later stage ad. First of all, I don't believe so much in display ads. I don't think display ads do so well. Google display remarketing ads. That's my first suggestion. Second suggestion hai, karna hai to karo. But Ruben, please don't use such complex words next time. I know you're an IIDE student because I know your spelling. But peace out, man.
He's trying to test you, Karan.
Yeah, he's trying to test me कि मेरे को आता है कि नहीं आता.
He's saying syllabus पढ़ता है क्या हमको पढ़ाता है करके देखता. There's a question from Priya.
Okay.
Hi, Sorav. As you said, I need to concentrate on not many things but master one. But in Malegaon, there's hardly any option. People come to me for every type of custom-made products. I take every requirement. So talk about every requirement on Instagram. No, जो आप बना रहे हो सबके बारे में वीडियो डालो, पोस्ट करो. You be the Malegaon's queen for what you're trying to do. So I think the market that you are in, I don't think you need a niche because there you need visibility. So just use social media to get visibility and be the queen of everything that you do. So don't worry because you're not trying to get global attention. You're trying to get Malegaon's attention and Malegaon ko chahiye ki naya kya hai. So keep giving them naya content. I think that's the answer. Okay. Any other question that you want to pick, Karan?
I don't have an answer to this question actually. So I think let's just see if both of us have this answer. Kushal Patel has asked, what is the scope of digital marketing in Canada? So this boy has finished his bachelor's in India and is moving abroad for further studies in data analytics. And he's also asking, what is data analytics and digital marketing ka scope in Canada?
Okay. First of all, why are you going for data analytics when you don't know what's the scope of data analytics? That's my first ever question to you. You are going for data.
Sorry. Go on, sorry. Nice answer.
I told you this, Karan.
Go ahead.
So, okay, I think you should answer.
Okay, Kushal, buddy. As much as I'd like to tell you that Canada is the new USA. Okay, like most people are nowadays moving to Canada because much easier visa, much easy to get there. They're giving access to Indians. So one thing I can tell you, Canada is the new USA and it's a new country. But one thing also I'd like to tell you is that digital marketing numbers will be the biggest in India. Okay, just look at it from a 5-year span, right? I'm trying to tell you, we're the only open country with the largest population. China is also on digital, but they're a closed country when it comes to digital. But India is the only other open country which will have the largest numbers 5 years from now. So I don't understand why people are looking for digital marketing careers or analytics careers outside India. The biggest numbers to crunch are in India because of mere population. The biggest number of marketing numbers are in India because of mere population, which is why I see scope and growth way more in India. All you need to do is find the right fit for yourself. So Kushal, Canada for standard of living or for a computer science background, but for data analytics and for digital marketing, I would always say, as of now, no better market than the Indian market.
True. No better market than the Indian market. And also understand that the money is here. Everybody's targeting India as a market now. All the US guys are looking at Indian market. All the products, tech products are targeted at India because everybody's going gaga over digital. So I think this is where you need to be. However, you can go abroad because for the quality of learning, I do see people go to University of Ireland or something like that. And I don't know why to learn digital marketing 9 months course. When I say क्यों जा रहे हो, international degree मिल रहा है. I said ठीक है, क्या पढ़ा, कुछ नहीं पढ़ा. So 9 months they spend 7 lakhs. They go to Ireland to get digital marketing a degree, and then they come back to India and they don't even know how to do basic content for SEO. So I don't know if these things really matter. I have learned only one thing. I went to UK for my post-graduation. I did my master's in international marketing management. It changed my life because I chose a subject which pushed me so hard to become a better marketer. I got my marketing basics strong. So if you're going to universities abroad, get the basics like the marketing, advertising, data science, and look at it from how can you implement that back in India. So I came back. My digital scholar system is pretty much aligned to University of Leeds system, whatever I did there. So I have just learned the systems there and putting those systems back here. So that's the best that you can possibly do. So there is nothing harm, but I think from a job perspective, digital marketing is more booming here than anywhere else. And even if you're doing anything there, you are more likely to get data entry jobs in the name of
Data analyst. Yeah, true,
yeah.
true.
So that's it. There's a question from Raj. Saurav, can you please let me know which tool you use to edit YouTube videos, especially call to actions like subscribe button and many more. And even I'm planning to create my own digital marketing channel, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so I'll give you. So personally, I use ScreenFlow on my Mac to edit my videos when I do it on my own. I use this tool called MindNode, MINDNDNODE on Mac again, which helps
MIND. I'll type it for F.
MINDFNODE, MindNode, which helps you in creating flowcharts. But with respect to all the standardization of editing, to be honest, I don't do that. My team takes care of it on the Premiere Pro or any other software that they personally like to use, because I just conceptualize and let them do the job, because I really don't have the time doing editing. So from what I do or what I use is ScreenFlow, and that's very basic editing. That's majorly screen recording. All my screen recording trainings, which I edit myself for my courses, I do using ScreenFlow. That's the answer for your question.
Okay, there's a question from Sagar Singh. How to improve my communication, because without it, digital marketing will not going to help me. Um, Sagar, yeah, first language is important. I would say please start watching English shows, start reading English newspapers, and just make it a point to talk to all your friends and family in English. If you do that for 1 year, your English is improving. Second, there is a huge space for, I think India is going to exponentially grow in vernacular digital marketing. When the next 40 crore of Indians come into the digital marketing circuit over the next 4 years, lots of languages will come into play. Especially South Indian languages will come into play, because South India, as their second language is English, their third language is Hindi, and their first language is whichever South Indian state they are from. Okay, so just like how most of the country has Hindi first, English second, and state language third, South India has state language first, English second, and Hindi third. So vernacular digital marketing is going to be on a very high side. So Sagar, you can, like for example, in 2012, I used to work on Z Marathi. Okay, so imagine I used to have a Marathi content writer. I used to pay him $35,000 a month. I'm talking about 2012. Okay, and he couldn't even speak English, but could write amazing Marathi. Okay, so you can find a vernacular job in digital marketing. It's a tough find. It'll take some time. In the process, find that and keep improving your English language. That's what I would say for 1 year.
Super, Karan. I think that's amazingly answered. Any other questions that you want to pick?
Yeah, I think, guys, last few questions we will take, because then we'll break for lunch for ourselves.
Sure.
And till you guys are thinking of questions, I think, Sorav, we should do one last photo. If anybody out here, please tag us, yeah, guys. If you like what we said, please put it up on Instagram. Sorav Jain and Karan Shah 0123. We're happy to help you guys. So I think 3, 2, 1, let's smile, guys. And pull out your phones quickly. I'm also going to pull out a phone of mine and take a nice photo with Sorav. So if anybody is out there, so the interesting, insane questions. Thank you so much for your time, guys.
Karan, do tag me. I'll repost. We'll do
Yes, I already have tagged you. I already put up a story. Okay. Cool, guys. I think what's the best platform for a freelancer to start their first journey? Oh, and we have 2 questions. E-commerce setup on Amazon. I'm confused. How should I do remarketing? Tough question.
Amazon remarketing is a challenge.
Yeah, tough question, because you're not getting the data.
Yeah, you're not allowed to put your pixel codes there, so it's impossible. Forget it.
Yeah, you need to hope that Amazon does remarketing for you. Or I would say, if you have a database of name, number, email ID of people who purchased from you, put those same guys on Instagram and market them individually from your own website. Or do a lookalike audience and market. But I don't think you're going to get access to Amazon data at all. So I don't think so.
Perfect. The question for freelancing, I think Upworks is the best platform for freelancing. Digitalmarket.com recently started by one of my friends, Gaurav. So you can use check digitalmarket.com, more of Indian context, and Upworks. I think these are two best places where you can actually get some great assignments for yourself. How can we create a buzz on social media for a new app? That's a question from Rahul Pujari. A very simple thing, a new app. The question you have to answer is, why would people download your app? If you can answer that question in an advertisement, a video advertisement, and promote it to your defined audience with an app, you're more likely to do that. And if you can gamify the process inside the app, where people can invite few people, and that's when for example, everybody's downloading House Party app now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's even using it. Okay, everybody's downloaded it. Everybody's getting Sorav is in house, Karan is in house. Like, dude, matlab, what's happening? So how did it go viral? Because everybody's saying each other ki House Party download karo, time pass hoga hamara ek dusre ka. So generally, if you see, people spread word. Dunzo kaise viral hua? Dunzo was not viral because Dunzo marketed anything. Dunzo just gave freebies. So in my office, there were 3 people using Dunzo. Then they started telling everybody else, Dunzo में आज वड़ा पाव फ्री मिल रहा है. 50 लोगों के पास Dunzo था. एक साथ 50 Dunzo वाले मेरे ऑफिस में आते थे. नीचे लाइन से क्यू में आते थे. एक को Dunzo, मतलब तुम लोग एक साथ ही क्यों नहीं ले आते हो? But that's not the systems. So 50 people ordering Dunzo वड़ा पाव, 50 people delivering Dunzo वड़ा पाव, क्यों हो जाता था मेरे ऑफिस के नीचे. मतलब बहुत बार ऐसा, I used to get irritated by the fact that what is actually happening. But Dunzo became word of mouth because of the gamification that they brought in process. So you first learn to answer this question, why should people download? And second, learn to gamify. Trust me, the last thing that people like to keep on their mobile phone is an app. ठीक है, मतलब रैंडम ऐप. अगर वो ऐप उनकी लाइफ को सॉर्ट नहीं कर रहा है कोई प्रॉब्लम, तो उसको नहीं रखने वाले. मतलब मैं मेरे बेटे के लिए गेम डाउनलोड करता हूँ, 2 दिन उसको खिलाता हूँ. जिस दिन मेरा दिमाग अगर चेंज हो गया, वो ऐप वहां से गायब हो गया. Because I want him to focus on studies, so the app goes away, and that app never ever comes back on my mobile phone. So you have to understand, every app has a shelf life. What is your app's shelf life, and why would people keep your app on the mobile phone? If you can answer these questions very clearly, then I think app is a good thing. One second, as I told you, need to answer whatever I just said. Just the answer for your question. Will we get the recording link of today's webinar? That's a question coming from Karan Gupta. Yes, Karan, I think it's already live on YouTube, which means after this, the recording will be staying, so you can always watch. However, the better version of this, I will edit it and get this going on IGTV as well, so that and I will try to put all the questions. If my editor is little jobless to do this, I will ensure that all the questions come there, and we will try to post it. And I'm sure that you can watch it whenever you want to watch it, so that you can upgrade again with whatever we discussed. Any last question that you want to pick, Karan?
Hi, I am 29. This is Rizwana Azmi. I am 29. I have finished BTech and MBA and have 2 years of experience in retail family business. Now, after 4 years of being a homemaker, I want to do something new for me. I have interest in business, but we are planning a baby. So I don't know how committed I can be with my business with an infant. So I'm considering freelancing to work, graphic designing, digital marketing. As you said, I want to figure out one thing for me. So help me with some tips. You already have the answer, Rizwana.
The first thing is take care of the baby. That's the focus right now. Don't think a lot. I think I would suggest you this. Once the baby is 3 years or 5 years old, and you have a lot of time then. But however, it's your financial condition. You've got an answer. You need to answer this question all by yourself, because if I say go for digital marketing, but that's not where your heart lies, then there's no point. So I think you're in the learning curve now. So I would first recommend you to actually start, if you can write content and start from there, because that's easy to learn, easy to deliver, and there is cost per word defined. So you know how much can you earn on the basis of the time that you can allocate. So my recommendation for you would be learn content writing and earn through content writing. That would be your focus. So even if you have a baby, you can still spare 2 hours to write 2 articles. And if your cost per word is ₹1, then you're making about, let's say you're writing 2,000 words, then you're making 2,000 rupees per day. So just give you an example right there.
Okay, one very quick question. I think this question is to me mainly. I can answer this. Maybe even Sorav, you can answer this. What would you suggest as a social media strategy of a school in this scenario, in the coronavirus scenario, where parents can't visit the school? Do you think we should still run paid ads, or is it a waste of money right now? How important is SEO, SEM for a school? PS, it's a school with the biggest campus in the city. अंशुल कुकरेजा कौन सा स्कूल है बता पहले सबसे पहले मतलब कौन सी सिटी से है ओके
Anshul,
अंशुल कुकरेजा क्यूएनए में पूछा है क्यूएनए में पूछा है
Jain
जैन
International
इंटरनेशनल स्कूल
कहाँ पर है ये?
नागपुर नागपुर नागपुर
अच्छा, ठीक है.
so I'll answer some answers to this. Boss Anshul, I am telling you 60% of IID students come in from SEO. Okay. So you need to understand that SEO and SEM are major. If someone's typing for a good school in Nagpur, best school in Nagpur, all those blogs where anyone is writing an article, like today, when someone goes to Google and types digital marketing course in Mumbai, Sorav Jain's blog pops up on the first page of Google, and then someone clicks on it and he's recommending IID out there, right? So the customer is having a mindset of thinking, "Ke boss, yeah, digital marketing course in Mumbai." Sorav Jain is also saying IID. So all these kind of blogs which are there, please ensure that you get them going for you, Anshul. So SEO, SEM, the current strategy should be to give out free education. So you should do free webinars. Like IID is right now doing free webinars every day, and we're just helping people be productive in coronavirus. So very similarly, Jain International School can be doing free webinars to all parents in Nagpur and telling them of how to take care of their kids during coronavirus, or giving them engaging activities for 3 to 5 year olds come online this time, 7 to 9 year olds come online, and give them some engaging activity at least every alternate day to keep the parents engaged during this time. That's what I would say for now.
I think that's a good one. So I think Zoom, invite them for Zoom webinars. That's the best solution for you right now. And I think if you can put one week course, free course for children, for certain age group where the students enroll generally, and you invite their parents to come online to experience the curriculum, it would be the best thing, saying we don't want your students, your kids to get bored. Hence, we are doing this as a favor to you, and that favor will be recognized and always remembered. You are the best school in the town, the largest school in the town, and if the largest school in the town is doing something like this, they will always be grateful and they'll remember you for sure. So that's the best way to earn database. And after everything gets sorted, I'm sure you can always roll out an email and SMS to them. You have to put a process in place, which I think is not in place. You can either hire Karan for his son's consulting, or you can hire me for this. We're just upselling at the end. Okay, guys, there is a lot of questions that we would love to address, but both of us have uh, we have to call it an end today.
Yes.
But we
Yes.
actually enjoyed the questions because they were very intense, very serious questions, and it is not the usual questions which I generally get on my webinars. So thank you and congratulations for being a great audience. Thank you, Karan, for doing this. We should do this quite often and help a lot of people there. I'm sure after we upload this, it will gonna help thousands of people crack a lot of questions with respect to digital marketing. So all of you do follow Karan and follow me on Instagram, and do share the photos that you have clicked on Instagram stories or post and tag us. We would love to reshare them with us, with our audiences there. Thank you and Dhanyavad.
So guys, before you leave, just thank you so much. Even I want to say a word of thanks. I want you all to please follow us on Instagram, Digital Scholar, Sorav Jain, Karan Shah 0123, IID Online. Both of us have gone insane doing free webinars during coronavirus and free sessions and just giving all the knowledge out there. Quality content. Like today was a quality content day. So from my end also, thank you. And now you can close it, Sorav.
Yeah, Karan, one last question. Should we do some course together for India?
Bang it.
Let's
I'm
do
in.
it.
I'm
Okay.
in. Okay.
Let's
Awesome.
do it. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, everyone.
Thank
Goodbye.
you so much, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Bye, Sorav. See you.
Bye.
Bye.